Have you ever felt stressed out, but you didn't know why? Well, take a look around. Has the clutter bug been on the loose? If he has, I'm going to share some tips with you on how to declutter. If you would like a quick and easy way to relieve stress and move forward with greater ease, get the free guide in the link below. Now, here's the key thing. Clutter could be something as simple as too many papers sitting around, maybe on the kitchen table, or it could be a lot of stuff everywhere. The more stuff, the more clutter, the more stressful it is. However, this can be below the conscious mind. The subconscious mind sees everything, hears everything, and knows everything is going around you, and it actually stores that information. The thing is, to help you feel better and do better, you've got to declutter and make your home clean, neat, and tidy. And your office too. The stress from clutter comes from what they call visual noise. Visual noise, too much clutter, too much stuff, can decrease focus, concentration, and make it harder to make decisions. This has been scientifically proven. So if you have an area that's really cluttered, an important area like your entranceway, your bedroom, your living room, or maybe your home office, it's good to start in the place where you spend the most time. You want to remove this subliminal stress. First of all, if it's not very much, you can start in a closet or drawers and do a little bit of work there. However, if you have something big and it's really big, you could actually cover things up with cloth, with a blanket or a tablecloth. This will help cut down on the visual noise, on the stress. However, it's a great idea to start in one place and start working on this. A person cannot leave this stuff like this forever. It's kind of like when you just moved into your new place and there's stuff everywhere. It doesn't feel good until you get things organized and arranged. One thing you can do is if you have a lot of papers, paperwork, bills, or whatever, you could use a file cabinet or something like this handy binder that has plastic sheets in it that you put the things in to organize it. This can help cut down on some of that mess. Now, if you have a lot of papers that just kind of like build up, you want to sort them, organize them, or throw them out. Just like mail, the junk mail. Avoid leaving it laying around on your table. Take action when it's in your hand the first time. If you have to keep looking at it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, oh, what a waste of time. So handle things when you have it in your hand. You have something in your hand that needs put away, avoid setting it down on the table. Take it and put it where it belongs right now. This will save you time in the long run. If you have a few extra papers that are like odds and ends that you want to kind of just put them in a sort bin, well, you can find like a box or you can get something more fancier to put it in. This is my wooden box that I have to put those extra papers in, plus a book. This can really help out. It actually says spread kindness. One of the key places to keep clean, neat, and tidy is your entranceway. However, you want to keep it in good shape, both inside and outside. That is because that's where the fresh air currents that carry positive chi energy come into your home. You want to make sure the air currents can flow inside and outside. If it's blocked, it can make the home feel stuck, stagnant, or you could feel blocked too. So if you're having problems with feeling stuck or moving forward, it could be clutter or too much stuff, including too much furniture. Another important place where you spend a lot of your life, that is in your bedroom. I have seen bedrooms that have stuff all over the floor. Actually, it was difficult to walk, and the person was stepping on clothes just to get to their clothes closet. This is something to avoid for safety and for a better feeling and better success and a better night's sleep. Sleep is so important. If you don't get enough sleep, you can feel stuck, stressed, you have a decreased mood. It can lead to arguments, stagnation, and all kinds of problems, including health issues. That is why it is key to take care of that bedroom space. Let's talk about your kitchen. It is okay to have different things sitting out on your countertop. You do want to make sure you have some clear space so that you can use the countertop to do things. Like if you need to put a cutting board to cut things, and you actually need space. I've seen places that have their countertops all full, and how could you do anything? This is not the best way to do it. As far as organizing, it's great if you can keep different things together. And some people have their pots and pans out and it's decorative. That's okay. Whatever works for you. Is a really great idea to keep the mold and mildew out of the kitchen and keep it nice and clean. This helps you feel better and do better. You want to prepare food only when you're in a positive mental state. Your mental state affects the vibration of the food. Amazing, isn't it? Likewise, your living room. You want to make sure that the air currents flow well and that qi is not blocked. If the qi is blocked, that is stagnant, stuck. It makes a person feel dreary, sad, and unhappy. Another thing is you want to make sure that you have good lighting. If the lighting is drear and drab, or the paint colors are really browns and off, this can make a person feel more sad. For paint colors, you want to use neutrals and you want to avoid the fire colors like reds, purples, pinks, maroons, burgundies, fiery orange. I talk about this in other videos. The thing is, remove extra furniture and organize. Sometimes people need to sell things or give them away. This can help you feel better in the long run. It is certainly worth it. If you have a home office space and you're working from home or taking care of bills or important things, it is key to keep this space also clean, neat, and tidy. Organize things, put things away, remove the extra junk. If you have too much furniture, it can make things feel stuck, sad. And make sure that you're not staring at the wall when you're seated in your home office. You want to see the door and have your back towards the wall, an empty room in front of your face. This feels so much better. Another thing you can do that's more mind-body activated is take a look around. Do you have things that are positive in your home that make you feel good? Do you have things that are sad, bad memories, or icky things you really just don't like? The best thing to do is clear out anything that doesn't feel good to you. This can help you move forward with greater ease, and it can help you feel more calm and peaceful. You also make sure that you are sitting where you can see the doorway or the entranceways. This helps relieve the hidden stress of who might be sneaking up from behind. There are Feng Shui tips for special directions for each Feng Shui personality. There are some for productivity, and there are some that are better for sleep. These are in my online video course in the link below. Now let's take a look at the outside. You want to make sure the outside is decluttered, but do you have too many bushes that are too tall by your home? Or too many big trees? Or do you have limbs that are almost touching your house? These limbs are like taking away from the power of your home. It is quite noticeable. We had branches right there hanging on the deck. Well, when I had those removed, it felt so much better and the whole home was more energized and full of life. Simple things like this can really make a big difference and help you feel better and have a greater success in your overall prosperity and happiness and joy in life. Make sure you click the like and subscribe and watch the next video.